We know that carrying your groceries out to your car seems a bit old school. That saying hello and asking about your day feels like a thing of the past. Being best at fresh, it's not just a fad. Serving high-quality meat at affordable prices? Talk about a throwback. But at Fairway, that's kind of our thing. Because some things never go out of style. Friendly at Fairway. It's more than just a name.
Derek, what's the guarantee? Derek?
Mike, time to make history. Players in Circa Million make 5 picks against the spread each week with quarterly and full season payouts.
Circa Survivor entries choose one team each week with no point spread. The last one standing wins it all.
We have $21 million on the line. Are you in? Visit circasports.com for details.
Stonus Brothers, greetings from your hometown tour. Playing at KC Center October 5th. Get tickets now at HighVTix.com.
2 guys, 2 Chris's, 1 network. Iowa everywhere. It's time for 2 Guys with Chris Williams and Chris Hassel. Presented by Fairway Meat and Grocery from the Channel Seed Studios. Where? Everywhere. Live and always on demand at Iowa Everywhere.
What up? Welcome to a very rare Wednesday show. Hassel's going to Italy. He's going to eat skinless brats with his pasta. Do they even eat brats in Italy?
I don't think so. No, that's a very Midwestern America sort of thing.
I had Fairway tailgate brat patties last night, where they had some cheese.
You just can't do normal, can you? A brat patty now? I just got my mind wrapped around the skinless brat. And now you're throwing out these brat patties.
Van Winks, you ever have one of these? They got the hash browns in them and the cheese.
Oh, not those.
And a little bacon.
I've had the pork patties, like the pork burgers. But I haven't had
these are the brat burgers, but they got all the things in there.
Well, I'll tell you, we'll get to some of this later, but I had some of those new Fair Foods the other day. That might.
Oh, yeah.
Fairway might need to enter some entries into that.
We are presented by Fairway Meat and Grocery. We are in the Channel Seed studio on a Wednesday because Hassel's on his way to Italy, the home of Ferrari. What else is Italy known for? They got those water streets where you like.
Well, that's Venice. Venice, Italy is known for that. The little canals. We did that last time we went to Italy. We did Venice, and that's like a 2-night thing, and you don't need to go back. It's really touristy. This time we're going even farther north in Italy. We're landing in Milan, going up to Lake Como, and
from Milan to Musk.
Yeah, it'll be a strange, erotic journey from Milan to Como for us. And we're there like 4 nights, I believe, on Lake Como, which is like just at the tip of the Alps, the Swiss Alps, like right around that area.
I love just the tip of the Alps.
Just the tip. And then back down to Milan. We'll spend, I think, 2 nights there at the end and then fly home. It's
kind of a quick trip for far.
It's quick for Italy. Yeah, we decided, like, we did the 2-week thing or 10-11 night thing. It's just too much. Don't need to do that.
So you're telling me that my Ireland trip is gonna just feel like a marathon?
We already know your Ireland trip is going to be an epic disaster, and if you make it out of there alive, you'll be lucky.
I didn't realize that the Open Championship is up in Northern Ireland because that's like right where I'm going to be for a couple nights.
You said you were in regular Ireland.
No, we're going to Northern Ireland too.
Okay,
we're
you're
going
to be both. Okay.
Yeah, we're doing it all.
Royal Portrush, which is like I believe I was looking at the map the other day. It's like the northern tip of Northern Ireland.
Yeah, it's right up by the causeway, I believe, and that's where we're actually we're staying in a castle up there.
Was that with the elderly couple?
No, that's a different night. That's Archie and what's that? Eileen's the woman's name. She's gonna make us a dynamite breakfast. She said. So
You're taking the alpacas to that, right? That's your
yeah. We're gonna walk on the edge of the cliff,
right there,
on these elderly alpaca. Yeah. So anyway, all right, a lot of European flavor.
Well, I've got an interesting travel day tomorrow.
Tell me about it. There's no directs?
No, there's no direct from like Miami to Milan. We're going through JFK in New York. And in order to avoid what this time of year can be a disastrous middle of the afternoon weather pattern in South Florida, we are going to fly there in the morning and then have a long layover at JFK.
So it's just going to be you and Matt Berry just crushing those?
No, he's not going to be there because he's coming from Connecticut.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be me and my wife, and I think it's like a 9-hour layover. So what I'm going to do is there is a very unique hotel connected to JFK. It's the TWA Hotel. I think it's the only one like it. Van Woke said that they filmed Catch Me If You Can at this thing. It looks like it's right out of like 1965.
This looks awesome.
So I'm going to go in there and use the workout facility. I'm going to work out during my layover. It's $25 for a day pass. And I'm going to cruise in there,
and
take
you can
a
just
look at this thing.
Go into random rooms, go use a Peloton.
Yeah.
So you get like run of the mill, like you can do anything the hell you want for $25 in this hotel.
Well, I mean, I don't think you can like piss on the floor or something. I mean, it's within reason. But yeah, you can $25 day pass.
That seems really cheap for a day. You go to the pool, you can go piss in that pool for $25.
Yeah, look at that pool. I mean, this really does look like it hasn't been touched since in 50 years.
Honest, this is scratching Daddy right
TWA
where he is.
doesn't even exist anymore.
You got to play I'm just sitting around here.
Hey, speaking of that.
Watch the planes take off.
Gary Allen.
Do we have like a breaking news sounder? Anything we can pull up here? Having dinner... I was having lunch with the Channel Seed guys. You know, and we got Channel Fest coming up. We had Blackcock last year. This year they have a guy named Easton Corbin. He's a more modern type. They tried to book Gary Allen in honor of the show.
Really?
Swear to God. Gary Allen is asking astronomical fees at this stage in his career for what he wants to get.
Gary Allen is a superstar. I thought that all of George Strait's songs were Gary Allen songs. Like, Gary Allen is a much bigger deal to me than George Strait.
Gary Allen agrees with you. He thinks that he is a superstar for what he was trying to charge our friends at Channel Seed, which is
with
ridiculous.
Nothing on but the radio.
Well, and it's a 3-day event this year, right? It's a 3-city stop for Channel Fest, I believe.
Yeah.
So it's 3 dates. Man.
Yep. Going to be all over the place. Okay. Well, while you're working out at the elitist lounge, you can listen to some Gary Allen. Or you can listen to a lot of fine content on Iowa Everywhere because we got all sorts of stuff going on. Live show in Eastern Iowa tonight. 7 o'clock, Big Grove Brewery, Doc, Lystico, Legends and Listeners, and Hassel's best friend, Ben McCullum.
It's Ben John Wooden McCullum is what they call him.
That's pretty cool.
You gonna put those guys through a workout?
Oh God, could you imagine? These guys would be just puking every.
I don't know.
2 minutes.
They've been on the tee for over a year now. They're in the best shape of their lives.
Lystico is like, he was telling me how much like weight and stuff he's lost, and like he's doing great. I'm really proud of both those guys. Scott's
We
down.
probably
a bunch
need to
too.
update their headshots that we're using for them.
Probably should. That's a Aiden Wyatt thing. So yeah, if you're an Eastern Iowa listener, tell your friends this is a great opportunity to go out and meet the 2 best beat writers on the Iowa beat, and man, Coach McCullum's gonna
meet Ben McCullum.
I mean, I'm more of a media geek than I am about sports. Like,
so you would show up to meet.
I'd rather hang out with Doctorman,
Daddy. I want to go to Big Grove. I got to meet Chad Leisterco. He's my favorite writer.
Back in the day, that would have been me. I would have been like, oh, my God, I can meet Randy Peterson. Like, I can actually meet him, Dad? Dad?
That was me growing up as a kid. I would go to like Giants Fan Fest, and I'd want to talk to the announcers, not the players.
I'm the same way, dude.
Hey, I was a little bit like that too. I remember in like middle school and high school when the local sportscaster would show up and shoot the Muscatine basketball games. Hey, there's Dan Pearson. Dan, you see him on TV all the time. He's a huge star.
So that's really cool, and thanks to Big Grove for hosting that. And Chad, and honestly, Chad and Scott, this was kind of their idea. They wanted to do the live show, which I think is super awesome. I love it when and we had a bunch of Iowa Everywhere personalities out in the community yesterday, just gorging on state fair food. Did you see all this?
I saw the video that Van Wolk put together. He was out there at the state fair, and I'm actually I'm surprised at how good everything looked. Like, to me, and I've been to the Iowa State Fair. I was forced to go when I worked at Channel 13, and I hated it. I hated every second of it. I hated everything that I saw at the little booths to eat. I didn't see anything like this. Like, that first thing that was on there, Van Wolk, that you just showed, it was like that thing, that corn dog thing. It's not a corn dog. It looks like it has
it kind
like
of was
French
a corn
fries
dog
on the outside.
Yeah. So this was the like half and half Korean corn dog, I think is what they called it.
Korean corn dog. Why is
well, it's got this
Korean?
Asian. It's got this spicy sauce that you could drizzle over it.
The Koreans made it,
and it had two different sauces too. It had kind of like a creamy one, and then this like sweet chili one. Oh, it was very good. But we had this early on, so
there's cheese in it too, right?
There's cheese and then a hot dog slid underneath, so it's
Don't
kind of
you
layered.
think that the foods that you eat early on are better because you get more full?
I was telling Mackenzie and Jake and Andrew this last night. I was actually dreaming of this one, and I didn't pick it in my top 3.
What do you mean? You were having erotic dreams
Yes.
about this Korean corn dog?
Yes.
That's a little thick to be shoving inside you, Van Wolk.
The cheese pull on this thing was insane.
Rigid.
It was in that. Now, what's that?
So this was a butterscotch.
Okay, see,
it's like a butterscotch sundae. They called it like the butter.
So they're mixing desserts in there too.
And it's topped with a white chocolate cow.
A cow?
Mm-hmm. Yep, look at that.
Oh.
So we want to taste the butter cow.
It was you, Kenzo, Andrew, Spopker,
Jake Brend.
Oh, and Bren was out there too, little baby boy Bren.
Spopker hosted the damn thing.
Can we get Bren's analysis of the Scotcheroo thing on the air? It's so funny to me.
Wow, that tastes just like a Scotcheroo, and there is an actual Scotcheroo. This is the...
It's called a Scotcheroo cake, and he's stunned. Wow, that tastes like a Scotcheroo. Oh, and there's a Scotcheroo in it. Good stuff, Brent.
This was my favorite. It was the bacon chicken ranch egg roll, and it made the top 3 from Win and Sarah's Kitchen in Indianola. This thing was incredible. They won last year with the bacon cheeseburger egg roll, so they might go back to back. Might got a dynasty on our hands here.
Wow.
So, are these just you can find these scattered across the fairgrounds, or are they in like a foo-foo spot that you got to go and wait in line for?
The new fair foods can be spread around, but the top 3 they always put in the same kind of row there, kind of by the Iowa craft beer tent on the southwest side of the fairgrounds.
I've never been over that way.
Check it
I was
out.
always the only thing I passed walking from my car to the Channel 13 booth was like just those shitty pop-up things in the middle that had like caramel apples and just regular corn dogs.
So the top 3 was the 3 Little Pigs by What You Smokin'. So these are the handballs, Hassel, your favorite. Our table did not like these, but apparently everyone else did. So
I can't. I'm sorry. I can't get on board with the handball. I'm not a ham guy.
Yeah, they had different flavors. So one was like
pork.
funnel cake. One had like a soda flavor, and
soda flavor.
Yeah, it was like cherry.
Wait, that's the Scotcheroo shake that Bren was eating?
Yes, that's like the full size. They gave us like samples, so this is what it
looks like. It has 4,000 calories in it.
over the top. does this ice cream place in Pleasant Hill. And
How much are they selling that thing for?
This will probably go for $12, probably.
$19.99.
They
Do
might
they have
upcharge. I don't know.
Do they have that lobster roll that was like $35? That
was from JR's South Pork Ranch. They entered the. They had a chicken pickle on a stick or something like that.
That looked good. I saw that too. The
good.
chicken.
It was
love
really good.
I'll eat pickles just as a meal.
I didn't realize. Never mind. I'm not going to say it.
What? It's a safe zone.
I didn't realize the other night, Bloom and I, neither one of us knew this, that pickles were actually cucumbers.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Are you serious?
I thought that they were like twin brothers.
I think we've talked about this on the show because I hate cucumbers. Hate them. Like if there's a cucumber that even touches the food that I have, it ruins everything that it touches. But I love pickles.
I'll be damned.
But you've got to go all the way through that pickling process.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was like a process that made the cucumber
it's a big
pickle.
process.
And these pickles were grilled too, so it's like grilled with the chicken, so they had a little char on them. It was good.
There's this guy in our chat right now. He's just completely ignoring everything we're talking about, and he says, "Morning, fellas. I've been constantly laughing and entertained with the leprechaun in the Alabama news story you aired the other day." And then like 5 minutes later, he just completely, it's actually 9 minutes later, he goes, "The amateur sketch of the leprechaun." Classic.
Thanks for listening to Monday's show.
If ever you want to go see a leprechaun, say yeah.
Yeah.
They're not leprechauns, but those Kabursky brothers can do a hell of a job with your lawn. It's almost magical how good the lawns look around here right now.
More rain
Yeah,
last
you've gotten
night.
a lot of rain, huh?
Got a lot more rain last night. And those dadgum Kaburskis have me mowing my lawn like every 5 days right now in the middle of July. It's starting to get problematic. My yard is so healthy because I don't have time for it.
Williams, you've seen my lawn. I'm on a corner lot. Got a lot of grass to mow. My neighbor just got a riding mower, like the double blade mower. He mowed my front yard and backyard in 20 minutes.
Wow. Did you pay him?
Well, it was my birthday the other day, so he's like, "Oh, this is a free one. Free birthday present."
Look at Van Woke, freeload.
Is that the same neighbor who you called animal control on their dog?
No.
Says really nice of him after getting his dog killed.
Since we've kind of talked about travel, that's where I want to go with my going long today.
Oh, okay. Let's go.
On my trip.
It's time to go long with Wealth Charter Retirement Planning and Tax.
Oh, that's on me.
What? You do this every show.
I know. I just like because it actually our friends over at Wealth Charter are really smart because nobody likes to. There's few worse things than when tax time comes around. Could you guys agree with me on that?
I can agree with you on that because we're paying ass loads of money.
Ass loads?
Ass loads.
Like big ass loads?
It'd
or
be huge ass loads every year.
Well, regardless, our friends at Wealth Charter they're a one-stop shop. They take care of everything for you. And so it's like a pit crew in NASCAR where the tire changer works with the gas guy. And then, the guy, we got to add more wedge. Oh, let's just, hey, Jim, he's over in the tax department. They do it all. They're simplifying your finances. Wealth Charter, retirement planning and tax.
I wanted to go along on just the double-edged sword of major vacation travel. We all know the upsides, right? Like, I'm not bitching.
Kind of sounds like you're about to bitch.
I might, but I'm not. It might seem like it, but I'm not. I'm a realist is what I am. Okay?
This is where you're going?
Yes. Lake Como.
That looks horrible.
It's going to be, I'm sure it's going to be awesome when we get there. But man, are there some things that I just do not enjoy. And I know this is like first world problems, but it all starts with the actual travel. having to get up early tomorrow, get on a plane, have a 9-hour layover, got to go sightseeing at the TWA hotel inside the JFK airport. And then there's a 9-hour flight, and then you land, and it's morning the next day, and if you didn't get any sleep on the plane, you're fucked. There's leaving my dog, my poor dog. I'm not going to be able to see her for a week. It's sad.
Take her to the kennel?
We have to take her down to, it's called Wanderlust. It's a nice place.
Wanderlust?
Wanderlust, yeah. We lust for dogs down there. There's the fact that we are spending ass loads of money for this thing too. Like, this isn't a free trip that you win. Like, we're spending.
Well, you're choosing to spend it.
Right. I know.
Nobody's saying like, God damn
I know. Like I said, this is
go to one of the ritziest places on earth, you son of a bitch.
We know all of the positives. There are a lot of positives. But I'm just trying to I'm being real here.
Just keeping it real.
I'm keeping it real. There are a lot of things that would keep me home if I didn't have my wife, Kristen, who begs to do stuff like this. The food.
She's so much nicer than you two.
I know. Even though we're going to Italy, and Italy is known for great food, the food still, like, you get 4 days away from the United States and you're craving for real American food. You just are. And some places are worse than others.
Way more healthy than ours.
Oh, yes, yeah, food and drink. Like, they don't have a lot of the ridiculous antibiotics and all that in there. But, like, look at Fails. He went to Scandinavia for the last 10 days. That poor son of a bitch, he was eating, like, baked cabbage every night for dinner and some weird garlic river fish. I mean, just horrible. You are begging for, like, a McDonald's or a Five Guys, begging for it.
My kids are going to be totally screwed when we're in Ireland for 11 days.
The Irish don't do food. Like, the Scandinavians don't do food well. Irish, not good food.
Because we're just going to be eating in these random, like, little mom and pop Irish places for like 10 days.
It's going to be a lot of cabbage there too. You're really reliant on the weather. Like, I have gone on vacation to places where the weather has single-handedly ruined the entire trip. Yeah, I've taken a Mexico vacation back when I lived in Iowa. It rained the whole time on a Mexican resort. Couldn't do anything.
So, do you understand now why I just go to the Lake of the Ozarks?
I mean, somewhat, yeah. Yeah, I get it. I mean, your parents have a place there. It makes it easier. You
take
can
the
drive
dog
there. You can take the dog. There's also the issue of what happens. One, if you just get sick, like if you get a cold or a flu,
it's like massive diarrhea.
No, a cold or a flu.
Oh,
what kind of colds and flus are you getting? Like, you get sick, and when I get sick,
food poisoning.
I'm sick for a good week when I have, a cold or the flu.
I mean, if you get sick, you just go to the hotel, right?
I'm saying it lasts a week. The whole trip, I'd be sick. Then there's the other kind of sickness that I guess you were referring to. Sometimes when you go abroad, you catch something. You're in an unfamiliar place. This happened to me. This has happened to me multiple times. One time in Mexico, one time in France. And you catch something, and I mean, boom. I mean, that thing will hit you for days. Fail's got a tapeworm that lasted for like 6 months after he got back.
Did your body ever prefer the home field advantage?
What does that mean?
Like, when I travel, my body will not want to poop.
That's a thing. That's what is it called? Travel.
Oh, but like, it only wants to
patient or something.
It comes back to that laxative thing for me because I got so comfortable with my home field advantage, and like my body doesn't want to.
No, it's a real thing. It's called traveler's something. I can't remember what it is. I've read a lot about it. I've got more on my list.
Oh, okay. By all means.
it makes your life worse on both ends of the trip. I've spent the last 4 days getting ready for this thing, figuring out what I'm going to bring, making sure everything is washed, making sure I've got all of my medicines and toiletries, and it makes it worse on the back end too. How shitty is that? If you've ever gone to Europe or anywhere over there, that flight home sucks, and then boom, you're hitting the ground, you're back to work. That sucks. Also, people treat you differently. I'm treated pretty well down here in Delray. You go to a foreign country,
you're a national celebrity.
Sometimes they don't want you there.
Really?
In certain places. The hospitality oftentimes isn't as good in other countries as it is in America.
I'll be damned.
Sometimes they go slower. Sometimes it's just they're airheads. It's not great. And then you get totally outside of your routine. I've been in this routine for basically 6 months since I traveled to Iowa for Christmas. Where every day, if I want to work out, I can work out. I'm in my bed. I can sleep for 10 hours if I want to. It's just, boy, I'm complaining about this, aren't I? I'm sorry. I went really long. But I was
You're
just
really
thinking
upset. It's okay. We're here for you. We are here for you.
Of all the things I mentioned, what would you say is the worst thing?
Well, I've never been to Europe. So a lot of these...
Get back to me. I know what you're going to say. It's going to be the kids that are going to fuck
well,
up for you.
I'm really...
huge... You're traveling with what, 11 people?
11 people, 5 under the age of 10.
I would not go. Wouldn't happen.
I'm a little concerned about our packing situation. We're going to be there 11 days, and that's a lot of clothes people need, and all the vehicles are small. Here's my concern. Did you see this story about this guy who's the paranormal investigator? This is an issue. So when you go to Europe, all the buildings are older. There's a lot more haunts. There's a lot more ghosts in Europe than there are in the United States. Matt, you're the one who brought this to my attention. So this guy reportedly had a ghost riding around in his car with him or something, and he just died out of nowhere. Completely just died.
In Europe?
No, here in the United States.
Did you see where it happened, Williams?
No, Matt, give me the story, because you sent this to me this morning, and we have to talk about it, because this could happen to Hassel.
Well, this paranormal investigator was riding around with the infamous Annabelle doll.
Oh,
do you know about this?
There's a movie, Annabelle.
Who's she? Right. What's her... Okay, so this is a haunted doll.
Yeah, this haunted doll. So apparently some girl got this doll back in the 70s, and it was just causing all kinds of problems. And now it's just a lore, I guess, of that she's just a haunted doll, and this guy got his hands on it, and he was in Gettysburg when he died, Williams. One of the most haunted cities in America, right?
Yeah.
Is it? Because of all the Civil War soldiers that died there?
And he just dropped dead out of nowhere.
Yep.
What do you have to say for that, Hassel? 'Cause that's fake, right?
Well, it's not fake that he
deny
died. He probably got the COVID booster. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not. I saw the headline and it said dies suddenly, and you know how that runs rampant on social media. I don't know. It could have been natural causes. It didn't say that he was attacked by a doll. They don't know how he died.
I don't think anyone's insinuating that the doll physically murdered him.
Isn't that what you're saying?
Well, I know that Tim Dwight had that close call up here in Farrar.
What was that close call again? He was infected by a ghost or something?
Yeah. The ghost infiltrated his skin.
Ghost got inside of his rectum.
Well, Mike, great point, Mike. Let's wait on the autopsy.
Yeah.
I'd like to see what happened to this guy. Dan Rivera.
Let's pump the brakes. It's sad. I'm sorry to hear that this guy died.
I'm very sad too. He definitely could have used more testosterone. Game Day Men's Health could have helped him out. They can help you out too. Drop some of that weight, guys. We're all getting older. We got to worry about heart problems and all that crap going forward. Game Day Men's Health, they can help you with all kinds of all that stuff. More than just testosterone there. They can inject that that deal if you got erectile dysfunction. Go and help you out with that. Improve your sex life. All that good stuff. Also want to thank our friends at Freedom Tire.
Oh, I got my tire patched yesterday.
Just patched?
Yeah,
so you're
yeah.
not going to buy the new thing?
They just, I don't know, there was something in it. And
Did you tell them? You guys don't know shit compared to my friend Quentin up there in central Iowa?
I don't know what Quentin's charging for this, but it was $30. That's it. $30 at Firestone.
That's $5 more than that ritzy hotel you're going to be at JFK.
I was happy. We were worried that we were going to have to get a brand new tire or something.
Go to iowaeverywhere.com and enter our contest. You can win a set of tires and then pay it forward. Give a set of tires to a charity or a local group of your choice. Real quick, I did want to promote this. I had Paul Shirley on my CW pod a couple of weeks ago about his new book. We are having an event tomorrow night. So there's an event tonight in central Iowa with Legends and Listeners. Shirley and I are just going to do...
No, Legends and Listeners is in Iowa City.
I'm sorry. Tonight we have an event in central Iowa. Or tomorrow night we have an event in central Iowa. Tonight we are in Iowa City. But Shirley and I are going to do a Q&A and like just a kind of like a live podcast from Sweet Caroline's. Tomorrow night at 7:30 is when the program begins. Paul and I will be there. Paul's going to be signing books and taking pictures and all that stuff. We'll be there at 6 tomorrow night at Sweet Caroline. So we'd love to meet you. Paul's book is really interesting. It's why I got that app to lock me out of my phone. The Art of Focused Work. And come and join us tomorrow night if you're in the central Iowa area in Ames at Sweet Caroline's.
We got to talk about this app.
It's changed my life. It's freed up like 2.5 hours a day.
I can't even get a hold of you anymore. You're just...
Yeah, it's because the app,
You can't do that. You have jobs that you cannot be doing this. You can't just be shutting yourself off to the rest of the world like Fails does.
I'm going to get a second phone.
Well, what the hell's the point?
Because
you are paying for this, right? Aren't you paying for this app?
Yes.
What did you pay?
$50.
One-time fee?
Yes.
You paid $50 to get locked out of your own phone.
Well, it doesn't lock me out of my phone.
Called?
It locks. It's called Roots. It locks me out of. You can choose. So, like, honestly, like some people will be like, "Oh, I spend too much time on Clash of Clans or whatever." Like, people are addicted to their screens, and I have it, and it will not let me be on Instagram for more than like 10 minutes during the hours of 9 and 5. Like, I'm very specific with it. It's amazing.
This is a joke.
And if you try and do it, it'll pull up and you'll get a message and be like, God damn it. It'll like curse you out.
I can't believe you're stupid enough to pay for this thing.
No, it's freeing up time. I need time. I need more time. That's my problem in life. And it will curse you out. It will tell you, you goddamn idiot, get off of Twitter.
You get rewards for like petting a dog.
What?
Didn't you see that?
What are you talking
It says,
about?
new release, pet a dog to unblock your apps.
So if you pet enough dogs, you can get back on the app?
Oh my God, this is like a babysitter. It's like
Williams, this is fucked up, dude. Spending money to get locked out of your own phone. Now this thing is controlling you. You're worried because these apps are controlling you. The screen time. No, this app is controlling you now.
You got a tee shot. You get 30 minutes on your phone.
God, I can't believe it.
And it keeps track of how much time, because like these iPhones have the screen tracker things. Like it tells you how much screen time you've had. I'm averaging down like 2 hours and 20 minutes on my phone in the last like 3 weeks.
Do you realize that your iPhone already does track all that? You don't need that.
Yeah,
app.
but it's not Stern.
I
need
push
Stern
notification every week. Your screen time was an average of 4 hours a day.
Do you think Ben McCullum's on his phone just on 50 group? No.
But you know what?
Ben McCullum will whoop your ass and make you puke if you do that.
Ben has to be this day and age with recruits and all that. I mean, you when you have jobs that are tied to that, you can't just block everything out. I'm gonna spend $50 on this app and then block everything out, and I'm just gonna sit here by myself in this room and work on my book.
The book is pretty much exclusively been written in the middle of the night in my daughter's bed. It's actually, the book's pretty much done. It there's in the like preface I talk about that. It's basically been written in Elise's bedroom at night. No, but but Paul's message resonates with me though. Like, it's so hard for us in 2025 even to sit down for 30 minutes and not get distracted by something. You know what I mean?
I guess, yeah. But that's life. Sometimes you need to be distracted. Sometimes things pop up. People have questions that you need to answer. And you're just not there because you paid somebody for...
It doesn't lock me out of text messages. It locks me out of social media. That's the key.
Bad news last night.
I saw this. This sucks.
Caitlyn Clark hurt again.
It looked bad. She
was fighting back tears. This was late in a win last night over, I believe, Connecticut. But it's the groin again. And that's what had kept her out the last time. It started as a thigh, and then a groin. Yeah, this lingering, and it's horrible timing. You've got they just announced the 3-point contest field yesterday for Friday night. Clark, obviously the headliner, in Indianapolis on All-Star Weekend. And I'm guessing we'll know a little bit more later on today. She didn't meet the media, I don't believe, last night. All we heard was from Stephanie White, the head coach, that there's no update on her status. She said just felt a little something in her groin. They're going to get it evaluated and see what happens from there. But, maybe she can compete in the 3-point contest because you're just shooting.
But she hasn't been shooting well at all.
No, she hasn't.
And it's because of her injury. She has a track record of being an amazing shooter.
Yeah.
But her numbers have been terrible the last couple of weeks.
Really bad.
So I hope she just shuts it down and gets healthy.
But man,
it sucks for the Indianapolis All-Star thing, though. That really sucks.
It's terrible. They're halfway through the season now, though. Like, she's already missed half the season. Is this going to get better before the end of the year? I mean, I do think at this point, because it's being aggravated and it seems to be getting worse. I mean, the pain clearly was there.
Shut her down, and hopefully the rest of the team can get them to the playoffs and try and get her back. And if not, end the year. Like, I don't know what else. Like, these groin injuries, it looked bad last night. Like, it didn't look like, oh, she's going to be fine in 2 weeks.
And Ben points out that it was the other side of her groin this time around, and that's what I was reading as well.
Okay.
And I don't know, maybe it's, as he points out, maybe it's compensation.
That happens all the time.
That often happens. And it might have all started from the thigh injury, the leg injury, compensating for that, goes into the groin.
She should not do that 3-point contest.
I bet you she's going to try like hell to stay in that. Because she was asked to be in the NBA 3-point contest and turn that down just so that she could debut in the WNBA 3-point contest. And I'm sure that had a lot to do with the fact that it's on her home floor, too.
She should not do this.
You're probably right.
Not from a health standpoint, but just like she's not herself. It's not the Caitlyn Clark everybody wants to see, and it'll actually be painful to watch.
You're not wrong.
And she's going to have so much added pressure because she's not out there just having fun and letting it fly like which is what makes her great.
Mm-hmm.
Get healthy, Caitlyn. That's my message.
Yeah.
Caitlyn Clark going one of her last 30 or whatever it is, or I have no idea what the number is not. It's not her, and all it does is, I know she's not worried about this. She wants to be out there with her team, but like all these haters are loving it. Just gives them fuel. If she goes out there and gets 5th in that 3-point contest, they're gonna completely ignore the reality of the injury. Just don't do it.
You're making some really good points for her to not do it. But
Sit it out and be there on the sideline and cheer on women's basketball. Be the ambassador. You can still do that. You have every media. You can still be the ambassador.
I think that would be the right choice. I just wonder because we had seen her even when she was sitting out with this injury. She was still shooting. Like she was shooting half-court shots. She was able to shoot. So I wonder if she's...
I'm sure she can physically shoot, but if you're off balance and you don't have the same power in your legs, like it messes with everything.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. It's 2 days away from now.
This sucks for women's basketball, though, because having her there in Indianapolis, I mean, that was setting up to be an incredible weekend, and that really
this
sucks.
is just—it's the crazy thing. It's just never happened before. She's never been hurt. She's never had to miss games, and you could just see the frustration on her face last night. That it's back. It's not going away. It's not getting any better.
Can we do a little rapid fire on college football?
Oh, here's your leadoff for college football rapid fire.
Okay.
Did you see this? Trump last night, the report?
I did. I didn't read much about it because is it real? Like, does
yes,
it actually
it's real.
mean anything?
It's what we've been talking about for the last couple of months that was likely going to happen. Remember that one day he kind of fooled us? He said there's going to be a major sports announcement coming up, and it was about, I don't know, it's Super Bowl or UFC or some shit. I don't know. But he...
Oh, yeah. Yep.
He is set to sign an executive order on national standards for NIL. CBS News was reporting that. Ed O'Keefe from CBS News reported that last night. And there's not a lot of details on what exactly it's going to be, but it has bipartisan support.
Which is huge.
That's rare.
That's huge.
And it sounds like it's an effort to try to get this thing in order.
Well, this Texas Tech guy's been in his ear.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. And it's going to be the only question is in the article is this going to strip too many rights from the players and their ability to earn? Like this is going to be to try to help the NCAA. But is it going to be a little bit too one-sided for the NCAA? We'll see. But something's got to happen.
So if it's an executive order and all the player lawyers don't like it, then they go to like the Supreme Court and challenge it. That would
how's that going to work out?
Well, that will happen.
You think the Supreme Court's going to rule on the side of the players?
Well, I mean,
I don't know.
It kind of already has, though, Chris.
Well, for what we were talking about a couple of years ago.
Yeah, which was really lopsided. Yeah,
I don't know. The fact that it has bipartisan support, I love.
No doubt.
I love the sound of that.
And we can all agree that we have to do something.
Yes.
And this is where you and me, I think a month and a half ago or whatever, were like, we want to see like something come to the. We were called on Twitter fascists for saying we would like to see something like this, just because it had.
Were we?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I blocked that guy. But like that's the problem with any of this. But the fact that it's bipartisan is great, like you said, because like the two, like I don't need Cory Booker and Ted Cruz like yelling at each other about this, like just two guys that are polarly opposite, right? Like that doesn't help anybody in this space. I still think that they just have to make these guys employees at some point. Like I don't know how this Trump thing is going to handle that, but to me, like until Matt and I'll bring bring in, I feel like until the players have a say at the table, this is always going to be a problem, and they can't really have a say at the table until they have some sort of an organization repping them.
So it's part of the SCORE Act. I don't know if you've read into this more. So it's part of this too. What I'm reading is that college athletes would not be deemed employees, Williams. Which would hinder the
they're
bill
trying to keep that from happening.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me that this would do that because Trump's trying to save amateurism and all that facade. But my point is, I don't know how you stop these lawsuits until they are collectively bargained in some capacity. I don't know. Yeah. But again, smarter people than me can figure this out. It's interesting. It feels like it changes by the day. Greg Sankey throwing barbs at the Big Ten. This is great. Now, this is what we need. We need a balance of powers at the top. We need the SEC and the Big Ten to go at each other, and we can have debates.
That's what's been happening, and I think that's why we might stay with a 12-team playoff into next year, because these two sides can't agree.
I'm down with that. Totally down with that.
I think most people are down with that. Other than
we don't
the Big
need
Ten.
more.
The Big Ten wants these play-in games. And the SEC, Sankey's basically saying, and I'm not sure what your report is going to be on your rapid fire here, but Sankey is basically saying, hey, we'd love the 5-11. If you don't want to get down with that, we'll stick with 12.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, and then because the Big Ten, and it does make sense, and take your Big Ten goggles off, everybody. Like, they don't have as much clout to stand on with, we should. The chances are most years the Big Ten won't get all the same amount of at-larges as the SEC. Just chances are, just based on history. Now, does that change with USC? That's a debate going forward.
I don't know.
I don't know either. But in the last 20 years, the SEC is going to get more
I agree
playoff
with the SEC right now, as it stands.
Yes.
Year in, year out, would probably average more teams in the playoff than the Big Ten.
And that's what Sankey is doing. He's using that leverage and saying he's puffing his chest out because he knows that. Where the Big Ten is saying, hey, we'd like a little guarantee here. And with that, they want to do their playing games so they can make more money.
Yes.
So you have like the weightlifter in the corner with strength, and then you've got, I kind of look at the Big Ten as like the intellectual in the corner who's trying to beat you with his mind. That's how I
actually kind of like what the SEC has done here. I don't want to see these playing. I think that I've talked about this ad nauseum on the show. I think it would be a horrible thing. Like it might be really exciting, the game itself, this play-in thing. You win, you're in, but there's so many blind spots out there that and repercussions of what that would actually mean. And I know that the Big Ten is just doing it for money.
Yeah, that's the problem.
That's it.
If they came at us and said, like, I was thinking about this down at the Big 12 the other day. Like, the same conversation we had on Monday, where you could be in the championship game or you could be fifth and have the same record. And it all has to do with, Kansas State beat that team by 11 and you beat them by 9, and that's what keeps you out. In that, if Tony Petitti come to me and said, hey, this is why we feel like we need this, because the leagues are too big, we screwed it up, we think that this would give more fairness, so we're not completely reliant on tiebreakers. It's not that, though. And it's too many teams. Like, the team that finishes, sixth?
Yeah. Iowa would have been in this game last year. That Iowa team, are you kidding me? One win away from the college football playoff at, what were they, 8-4?
Mm-hmm. If you had two at-larges and, like, one of them's guarantee, whoever wins the championship game, and then we're going to have a playoff for the one other, maybe I could get on board with that. Like, it's too much of a cash grab. We're so used to it. There's already all these postseason games. I don't know. I'm Team SEC here.
I am too. I can't believe I'm saying it.
I never Team SEC.
I'm happy that it is going this way because I think more people are realizing, hey, well, wait a second. Why are we looking to expand this thing already again? What? We don't need to. The Big Ten wants to for money. The SEC is saying we don't have to.
Yeah, we're already going to get all these at-large teams anyways.
So December 1st is the deadline for when they need to decide on what they're doing next year.
I'm going to be in Vegas next week with Maddie Van Winks. We are staying at Circa, our sponsor of the month here in July. I'm going to be signing up for Circa Millions again this year. where I do my 5 picks against the spread every week. Jason Luch and I have a hell of a time doing that. We did not have a good year last year. 2 years ago, we were right on the outside looking in. But I've been boning up on Big Ten football over the last 2 days. Going to do a show with Tim Murray out there, our friend.
All right.
He's a sicko with college football.
Oh, yeah.
Doc and I are going to do something. I'm working on a few other things while we are out there in Vegas next week. So I have a little bit of a rapid fire here for you, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Did you realize that did you realize Wisconsin's win total is only 5.5? Matt, pull up their schedule real quick.
They have maybe the toughest schedule in the country.
They have Florida's schedule last year. Remember that schedule?
Yeah. Florida somehow, I think Florida ended up with 8 wins in that schedule, which was stunning.
Look at this Wisconsin schedule, okay? So they got Miami of Ohio and Middle Tennessee to start the season. Non-conference game at Alabama. Then they get Maryland to start off the Big Ten. Listen to this stretch.
That's actually the easiest part of their schedule. And Alabama's involved.
They have at Michigan, Iowa at home, Ohio State at home, at Oregon, Washington at home, at Indiana, Illinois at home, who a lot of people think could be a playoff team, and then at Minnesota, rival to end the year.
That's an insane stretch of Big Ten games. Michigan, Iowa, Ohio State, Oregon, those 4. Then you've got Washington. And Washington's expected to make a jump this season. Like they could be a 9-win team. At Indiana, who just made the playoff. Illinois, as you said, potential playoff contender. They just missed it last year. I think did they end up with 10 wins after the bowl win?
They did.
And then at Minnesota, that's as tough of a Big Ten schedule as I've ever seen. And then you add in Alabama. Holy shit.
So then my other Big Ten rapid fire, I was listening to our buddy Tim Murray, which is why I texted him, and we were just catching up, and I thought I'd go and listen to Tim's VSiN college football podcast, and he had Phil Steele on yesterday to talk about the Big Ten. And Phil Steele has Penn State as his national champion.
Really?
Yeah. Which I thought was super interesting.
I mean, look at what they have.
Well, it resonated with me because we talked about them when we did the Iowa thing last week.
Yeah, he has them as of the top 3 or 4 running backs in the country.
And Phil's point was he's going off, and I give Phil a lot of credit because I've been critical of him the last 3-4 years because I didn't think he was changing his criteria on how to make teams good. He's doing that now. Like Phil's. I downloaded his magazine last night on my iPad. Like he's doing it. He's evolving.
Look at this ridiculous schedule.
He's rating Penn State based on the amount of like draft picks they would have had that came back, and it's pretty staggering.
Well, look at what they're playing: Nevada, FIU, and Villanova in the non-con.
Villanova's Jay Wright.
I'm worried about.
So they're having a whiteout with Oregon on September 27th.
Oregon is their first real game.
They have to go to Ohio State and to Iowa. But the rest they're going to be favored in every game other than at Ohio State.
Yeah. And you can lose 2 games and still get to the playoff.
Well, but the reason I even brought this up is because we looked up that look-ahead line to the Iowa game. And it was like 11 or 10.5 or whatever it was. And then Phil had them number 1, and I'm like, oh. I knew they were going to be really good, and I thought that they could compete to win the Big Ten. That's, I thought, worth mentioning on our show.
I also wanted to mention a poll that I put up yesterday because there's been a lot of talk on social media because we've talked about it. Murph and Andy have talked about it. Iowa's rivals. Who is Iowa's biggest rival in the Big Ten? I know there was a question that Andrew Downs put to.
Why do Iowa fans get so on edge about rivalry talk?
Well, they don't want to admit that Iowa State's a rival.
Yeah, they get super. Everybody was calling you like a Cyclone homer the other night.
But we're not talking about Iowa State here. I just asked, who is Iowa's biggest Big Ten rival? And I only put 3 choices. because I'm not putting Illinois anymore. That's just not. Growing up, it was for a lot of people in Eastern Iowa. It's just not anymore in football. So it's Minnesota with the pig, Nebraska, which just started 10 years ago, or 15 years ago, and then Wisconsin. And I still say it's Wisconsin based on what that game means every year in the standings. They're kind of mirror images of each other, the programs and the fan bases. And it's just, there's been so many great games over the years. But I think Nebraska might be really heating up for Iowa fans now.
I think it is. That would be that was who I picked in your poll.
And Nebraska is leading this poll right now with about 3,300 votes.
Could you be skewed because you grew up on the eastern side of the state, Barry Alvarez?
Yeah, it's different, but shit, if I would have grown up on the western side, they weren't even playing Nebraska back then anyway.
Yeah, but you still would have hated them because
Nebraska
of their fans?
is just so young to me, this rivalry, that it hasn't surpassed Wisconsin. So right now, the voting goes Nebraska 45%, Wisconsin 39%, and Minnesota, as expected, down at 15.7%. I don't think Minnesota's close. I think this is going pretty much exactly the way I thought. I just wasn't sure how close Nebraska and Wisconsin would be, and if Wisconsin would still be ahead. I think this poll 2 years ago, Wisconsin would be ahead. But Nebraska has pulled ahead in this poll, and I think they're coming. I think I heard from some people that it sound like they live in Iowa City. They might even be students that say that, like, the Nebraska rivalry is the one that everyone gravitates to. And I think part of that reason is, one, Wisconsin hasn't been very good the last few years. Like, they're far removed from Alvarez now and even Bielema. And they've kind of dropped a little bit. Iowa didn't play them every year like they have played Nebraska for the last 15. And what happened last year at Kinnick Stadium with Nebraska refusing to shake the Iowa captain's hands, and the way that every year it just seems to come down to one play.
Mm-hmm.
I'm willing to admit that Nebraska might be about ready to pass Wisconsin in my rivalry rankings.
I think it just feels like, online at least, it feels like it. Well, enjoy Italy. We'll take care of the show next week for you, big boy.
Cheers to my
cheers to the freaking weekend
vacation.
Cheers to and then Maddie and I will be out in Vegas. We're gonna be time zone hopping. They don't got any Steeple Ridge bourbon out in Vegas though, unfortunately. It's the one quirk that I have with Vegas is it's too. They don't. It's all like the big brand beers. And
oh, get yourself a nice Heineken tall boy.
Oh, yeah. At the Mega Bar out there. I'll send you a cheers from the Mega Bar. How about that, brother?
All right.
All right. Maddie Van Winks, Chris Hassel. Best of luck to Hassel on his ritzy vacation. Murph and Andy coming up today at 1 here on Iowa Everywhere.